What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We have a special guest today. Shy, the girl, say hello. Mwah. Also, I just got out of the shower, so don't mind me. Feel kind of like crap right now. Bad headache, but I'm here. I'm going to be talking about my favorite restaurants as a DoorDash driver. Also, Grubhub, Uber, but mostly DoorDash. Some of these restaurants are on Grubhub and Uber, though, but Grubhub kind of makes everything bad, so whole different story. I have my list written down, and I want to say before we get into this, I have a couple things written down that are like vague, but I'm going to explain them. And then I also have a couple places written down, or maybe just one that can be good, but sometimes screws me over. So I'm going to get into that and try to start from like the best and then go down to the least best. Yeah, are you excited? Yeah. Okay, so my number one place that I actually really do enjoy picking up from, and I feel like I'm probably like kind of one of the only ones that do, because it is curbside, is Chewy's. I've had a bad experience there, but like I've said before, I have a bad experience probably everywhere at least once. So I've taken a lot of orders there. They don't usually do me wrong, and usually they're pretty quick. Orders are usually ready. I don't know, it's Mexican food. They seem to get it done pretty fast, and I do get some really good orders there. So hi. So, you know, I like that place. Chewy's, that's a place that when I see that pop up, I'm usually pretty happy, and I also wait really close to that place. So it's a good place. Now next is Panera. And I actually really like picking up from Panera. I don't know how it is for other people. I only have gone to one. And you just walk in, you pick it up off the shelf, and most of the times it's ready. Sometimes it's not, but it doesn't usually take them very long. I have waited there quite a long time, but not like anything crazy. Probably not longer than 15 minutes, but it's still kind of long. So usually I can just go in there and the order's ready, unless I get the order when I'm like right next door. And also what I really like about Panera is I use them as like my bathroom. I will literally walk in there, just use the bathroom, and I usually get an order while I'm in the bathroom. So it works out great, you know. The bathroom kind of used to smell really nasty though, and now it doesn't. Maybe I'm immune, I don't know. But I go there, and I also like them for that reason. I know, weird. Apartment is kind of far away, so gotta do what you gotta do, all right? Oh, I also wanted to say I have a couple of places on here that you guys might know. Obviously, you might not know all the places, just like I probably don't know all the places you like because we're in different areas, I'm assuming. So keep that in mind, but I still want to bring them up. I don't even know if they're at other places, but I still want to bring them up because I really like going there. You're so sweet. Okay, so those are like my two favorite places out of this list probably. So these next ones, not in an order. So really not in an order, I'm sorry. But next is Jersey Mike's. And I think I did talk about this recently. Yeah, I did. But I usually really like Jersey Mike's. I had an experience where they took forever one time because I actually didn't even finish it. I like canceled the order because they had so many people. I think it was around maybe a holiday or something. It was literally packed, and I was shocked because almost every time I go to Jersey Mike's, whether it's DoorDash or Uber, I don't really go there for Grubhub very often, but it's usually pretty good. So I was just kind of bummed, but it's just sandwiches, you know. I get decent orders there, surprisingly. So I like going to Jersey Mike's. Just like I said, kind of depends on if they're busy or not and how, you know, how fast they're going. I guess how many workers they have. It just depends. But I do like going there most times. Alcohol orders. I do like alcohol orders. I don't really do them all the time because I get some pretty bad alcohol orders. And you have to take extra steps, you know, and you have to like scan their ID or at least try to. And mine never worked, so I have to always enter it in manually. Very annoying. Does it work for you guys? Because lately I have not gotten it to work for like months. It's so annoying. But other than that, usually they pay pretty well. You don't have to like wait really. I've never had to wait for an alcohol order. They always have it ready. It's not food, so it's like easy to get. I've had huge alcohol orders. They're all ready to go. And that is something I love. Like if I didn't have to scan an ID, those would literally be my favorite orders ever. I just don't like the fact that I have to scan an ID, but I get it. Oh, okay, bye, Shadow. Thanks. It was nice while it lasted. But I understand. So, you know, it's fine. And usually the pay is pretty good, so it's fine. So this next one is one that I'm not sure is everywhere. It might be. It's a breakfast place, and they're open like all the time. I think there are probably other places, but I've never seen another one. So it is called Jim's, and what I really like about that place, they are really packed, but they seem to just have the orders ready. Like I don't even think I've ever waited there. I might have, but not for like any sort of time really, because I would probably remember. And I've never been disappointed there. They've never messed up my food. Like, I've never had a customer say, oh, you missed something or you forgot something. They're good. I like Jim's. Like, they're fast. It's just breakfast. And tips can be pretty good. It's a hit or miss. But I only accept the good ones. So, you know, it's always a hit for me. This next one is Subway, but it's probably like the least favorite on this list because I don't really go to Subway. I actually used to work at Subway. Check out that video I talked about. I made a story time about why I quit working at Subway. It's very old, very embarrassing, but go watch it. I like Subway orders. I just never get very many good ones. Like Subways are great. Like they're usually done. If not, they're probably working on it and it's great. It's just sandwiches, pretty fast, but people don't tip very well. So I don't really get orders there, but if I got good ones, like I'm happy, you know? I would love to go there more often because it's usually done. It's just people don't feel the need to tip. So it's a good restaurant. Like I like going there, but I don't go there very often. So like I would consider it like a good restaurant. Probably not my favorite, but like one of my good places to go. I only have a couple more, so bear with me. Next, well, 4 more, I think. So the next one is actually Red Robin. And I will say I have a Red Robin not very close to me, but when I go there, I like the system. Again, for me, it's a curbside, but there's never anyone there. I just call them and they run it right out to me, and I've never really waited more than probably 2 minutes. And I like Red Robin. I don't know though. I don't know if other people like Red Robin. I don't really hear anything about Red Robin. And I never really get orders there, but when I do, I like going there. And yeah, usually the order's pretty good. Nothing really bad to say about Red Robin. Like, they've done me pretty well. So, I like you, Red Robin. Thank you for treating me well. These next couple places, I'm not sure if they're, like, all over the place. I know one of them has a couple locations, which that is Mayne's, I don't know how you say it, but I actually love that place. I don't even, like, not even just as a DoorDash driver. Like, I genuinely really like that place because their food pretty freaking good, and also their portions really freaking good. And yeah, whenever I go there, the order is ready. Like I've maybe waited like once. I can get an order like pretty much immediately and go there and it will be done. Like right as I get an order, I get a text saying the order for blah 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 is done, and it usually is. So I'm like, cool, I really like this place. They just cook their food super fast, so I really like them. And the tips there are pretty good too, but their food is not very expensive, so I'm surprised. Like, they have pretty good prices. I like that place. Okay, we got just a couple more. So next one, the other one I was talking about is Cypress Grill. Let me know if you've heard of it. I don't know if it's everywhere. It's more of a fancier place, but not like super fancy, but you know, I think it's a little more expensive. I've never eaten there, but I get really good orders there. Not like crazy good, but usually it's pretty easy. What I do is I go inside, I tell them who I'm there for. Sometimes it's not ready, sometimes it is. If it's not though, they have like 3 spots right out front for curbside. They're actually really close to Jersey Mike's. And so I can just park in one of those spots or even not in one of those spots and they'll just bring it out to me. They're like, what car are you in? And they write it down. They're very nice and it's usually pretty quick. I've waited a little bit before, like for a double, but usually pretty happy there. And I only take good orders, and I've maybe had a couple that were only like $9. Like usually at least $10 probably, because it's like pretty pricey. So people seem to be pretty good about that place and they like it. So I also hang out around this area, so I get quite a few of those, and it's just great. So, you know, I love it. So now we're moving on to the last one, and this one, I'm gonna have to explain just a little bit because I didn't write a specific restaurant. I actually wrote sushi places, but hear me out, okay? I know a lot of people hate sushi places, and I do too sometimes, but there's this one sushi place, and I don't know if it's everywhere. It's called Yanagi. It might be everywhere, but they're just super nice there. Like, I always see the same ladies there. They're extremely friendly, and it is sushi, and usually it's pretty quick. Like, if I get Ubers there, it's definitely done, which is awesome. But DoorDash, it's usually done. If not, I wait maybe 5 minutes, and it's fine. But I usually also get doubles there a lot, and I'll get one there and then to Cypress Grill, and they're like super close together, and it's just awesome. So I'm like, I love getting orders there. I will say, oh my gosh, like a month ago on Grubhub, I got one at like 7 o'clock, okay? And it was like, I think it was 2 orders, like $40 or something. Or maybe, I can't remember, but it was something ridiculous. So like $50 for like 2 orders. And I was like, you know what? Like, that's pretty good. And I may not be there right now. I'm leaving and I'm going to go do these 2 orders. So I got there. Oh my gosh, you guys. It said on the phone, and I saw this, and I was like, oh, shit. But the money was, like, so good that I was like, oh, I'm just going to wait. And I had that in my mind, so I actually wasn't mad because I was like, it's good pay. I'm fine. And then I ended up getting a couple more orders, and it was great. But I waited, I was there for like, oh gosh, I think it said like half an hour until it's gonna be ready, and it wasn't even ready until after that. But of course, this is Grubhub, so they really screw with us. And so I actually went and picked up a DoorDash while I was waiting there from Chewy's, and then came back and got that order, which was fine. Like, Chewy's was fast, and I still had to wait a little bit at that place. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was the worst experience I've had there. And of course, it was Grubhub. I really believe it was because it was Grubhub. It was just so bad. The people were really nice, though, too. Like, the lady was like, oh, no worries. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry you're waiting. And it was just super nice. And so I was happy, but it kind of sucked. But again, pay was great. It made up for my wasted time. I had, like, a really good per hour pay there. So, yeah, I like that place. But I do want to say that I have experiences at other sushi places that are very not good. Like, there's this one that's really close to me, and that's why I wrote sushi places, just because there's some that's good, and they can be, like, very hit or miss for me, but I really like that Unagi place. But there's another place I'm not going to name just because I'm not going to talk about it very well. So, the ladies there also super, well, the one lady there, super nice. Not as friendly. Like, other people, not so friendly. But she's super nice. Oh, my gosh. I have... the one story that comes to mind about that place is, it's old. It's an old story. A few months ago, it was a Grubhub. And I didn't even see that I was, like, super early or whatever. But the lady was like, oh, it's not ready. She didn't even give me a time. And I just, I was waiting there for a long time, like 15 minutes. And it still wasn't ready. Like, I went back in, I think, or was maybe in the whole time. And then I finally just left. And then, like, an hour later, I got another order there. Like, I unassigned that order, and I was like, whatever, it's not worth it. I'm going to do other orders. Like, an hour later, I ended up having to go back to that place for another order, like a DoorDash that was actually done, or an Uber, or something. And I go in, and this lady was like, where were you? I was looking for you just a couple minutes ago. That order was just now done. Well, where were you? And I'm like, the order from an hour ago? That's what you're talking about? I unassigned that? And she's like, oh. Who can, like, just seemed like they have a problem with that. I'm like, dude, you think I'm gonna go wait out there for an hour? And, like, what? I mean, I was shocked because I was just shocked. I don't know. Who thinks I'm gonna wait there for an hour, over an hour for an order? Like, this has been an hour. And I already had waited, like, 15 minutes while I was here. So I don't know what you were thinking. Like, I don't know what you were thinking, but I don't think you were thinking. So I've also had a couple other experiences at this place. Like, it just always has to do with waiting. And I've had it with DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber, like, all of them. I actually had an Uber once that they were telling me it was, like, half an hour. And I was like, what? Like, you guys marked it as completed, didn't you? I didn't say that, but I knew it. Like, I just knew it because Uber is usually great. And so I do have bad experiences there. And, of course, it's way closer to me than Unagi. So it's like, it's just lovely. So I don't really go there very often. I can't say the lady is super nice, but... Sorry, I just went on with a little tangent about that, but sushi places I do like, but it depends on the place and how busy they are, but I feel like usually they can be fast, but I do know other people have, like, terrible experiences, and I totally understand. I'm lucky to have at least one that is pretty good and very nice, so I'm happy about that. But I've been rambling for too long. Those are all of the restaurants that I like. Obviously, there are other places that I will go to, like, this is not my list, like, that's not just the places I go to. But those are the ones that came to my head that I actually really like. And there are a couple other places, but I'm like, for sure. But I know for sure that you guys don't have them where you are. So I don't want to bring them up just because I feel like it's like, you won't even know what I'm talking about. So hopefully you know some of those restaurants. Let me know what your #1 favorite restaurant is. I would love to know. I want to know if it's near me and if I should give it a chance because maybe I hate it. But anyways, that's pretty much it, you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.